Hi, my name is Paige, and I would like to talk about a biomimetic wine filter that I designed for the virtual design lab for the ASU biomimicry program. So, what's wrong with current wine filters, and why was this something that I chose to spend my time on? Well, I worked at a winery for 2.5 years as an assistant winemaker, and during that time, we were filtering almost every single day. It was so time consuming. We could only filter about 2,000 gallons of wine a day and get it ready for bottling, but we had anywhere from 20,000 to 50,000 gallons that needed to be done at one time. So it took weeks to get through it. It's a very labor intensive process. You need to put the pads in the filter, grab all the hoses, move all the pumps, get everything ready for this one single task. And this task generates a lot of waste. So as you can see, we had a plate filter, and inside those plate filters, the white things, those are pads. These pads can only be used once, and they can only be used on about 1,000 gallons of wine at a time, otherwise they would get clogged. So we were changing them constantly, and it just so much waste. And not only was it waste in the form of these pads, there was wine loss associated with it as well, because you need to prime the pads before they could get used, and wine would get, if the pads got clogged, you would lose wine in the pads, or you just lost wine in like hoses. So I knew there had to be a better way, because current wine filters were so inefficient. So I'm sure some of you are wondering, what is biomimicry and why would you use it to solve this problem? Well, biomimicry, simply put, is mimicking a design found in nature. And as to why I would use it, nature already has the solutions. Nature faces the same problems that we do, and their solutions are elegant and simple and sustainable and life-friendly. They create conditions conducive to life. So I started my search on asknature.org for strategies that I was inspired by and that could possibly be used for wine filter design. I came up with 5 organisms: baleen whales, basking sharks, human kidneys, protein channels in cells, and peacock worms. I created 5 preliminary designs based off of the filtering strategies of each of the 5 organisms mentioned previously. After creating these preliminary designs, I took them to professionals in the wine industry to get their feedback on what would work best in the professional setting. From there, I created a final design. My final design was inspired by the gill rakers on a basking shark. Gill rakers are long, bony protrusions with tiny hooks attached. They trap plankton in the basking shark's mouth as it swims along. These tiny hooks also seem like they would be effective for capturing particles in wine. I put them inside of a hose since these are used in the normal transport of wine around a winery. The next steps in the process will be building a prototype and testing it out in a commercial winery. I'm sure that as testing goes on, improvements will be made to the design as necessary. Once the design is finalized, I will find sustainable manufacturing options and sell a more life-friendly wine filter and, hopefully make a little bit of money. Yeah. So thank you for watching my presentation on the biomimetic wine filter, and I would love to hear some feedback. Thank you. Bye.